so sorry about that. You know, this is our first time doing this. So. Anyway, good morning to all of you, and we apologize. I forgot to hit that button. But I'm just going to pan over again, and then I'm going to let Peggy tell you what she used and what she has here.
Well, in the layouts and the hoop today, we're using 2 lines by Simple Stories. One is the one that just came out a couple weeks ago, the Linen Market, and it's got beautiful blues and reds and yellows in it, and it's really perfect for those summertime activities, your family reunions, your picnics, your concerts, you know, things like that. Just anything you want to do during the summer. It's just bright and fun. And then the other line came out a month or so ago from Simple Stories, and it is the Summer Snapshot line. And I was really drawn to this because it had just, you know, everything about a pool or being at the beach or the ice cream shop or, you know, those types of summer activities, those activities where you're really trying to cool down and cool off, and just fun things with it. So that's what we're going to talk about today, and that's what we're going to look at. So
okay, and
so glad you guys are here to join us.
Yes, and someone mentioned, they said maybe no sound, but Peggy looks pretty. So
oh, well, thank you.
Anyway, we're going to go over here. We've got just a couple new products we want to share with you.
Mm-hmm.
And Peggy, I'll come over here.
Okay.
And if you want to show me what's in the magic basket today.
Yeah. We've got some goodies here. We have the combination, an eraser combination, and if you guys do, you know, cards, well, any kind of project, having a variety of erasers on your desk, really important, from, you know, just the white eraser to do the pencil lines to the one with the cement eraser, like if you spill ink, you know, that sort of thing. Really a great thing to have. $11.99 for the combination. This is really good.
Hey, Donna, go Cubs. I hope you're not driving and watching us, right?
Right?
Hi, Angie.
Calligraphy pens. We do have people that come in here looking for calligraphy pens, so we have some in different widths, different sizes.
That's
so,
nice to know.
Mm-hmm. $8.99 for the set, so 4 pens for $8.99. That's a good deal. And then All in Create. We have a few new things from them. Strawberry stamp. How cute is that?
That is darling.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see what some of those. Oh, so it has like you are very
special. Yep,
oh,
and the
so
definition
cute.
of a strawberry. It's backwards on my side. $9.99 for that
Nice.
stamp. So really cute there. Number 35 die cut, heart and some circles. Now, last time I was here, I didn't do so well at reading what the names are on these. This one is called Heart Nook. $20.99 for that.
I like the kind of folksy look of that.
Yeah.
Kind of artsy look. I like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like kind of the ink spot. I like that kind of, that heart that's kind of off on it. This one is called Sky Crossed Paradise. So it's some X's, some stitching lines. The frames are really nice. $25.99 on that.
Also known as number 34.
Yep. You get 14 dies in this set. Really nice. And then we have one of those fun tapes from All in Create. This is called Little Home. And what a great border tape this would be. I mean, look at those fun little whimsical houses on there. Look how bright those are.
Oh my
you
gosh,
know, and some of our fun summer lines, I think, will go great with
I got the ephemera little houses, but this would be great. Okay.
Yeah, I like that. That was really cute. Maggie, do you want to talk about your
yes,
thing here?
Yes, we have today's Flag Day.
Yes.
And it just so happens that today I'm doing my live class, America the Beautiful. We still have 4 kits left. Now, if you have already got your kit, you can join in on the private Facebook group today at 1 o'clock. But if you are working or can't do it, it's still available to you. So we do still have 4 kits left. The kits are $26.99, and you will create a 6x8 canvas to display for all summer,
I
actually.
think one of the most fun parts is that you get the actual stitching too.
Yes.
That's
Kelly
not
and
fake.
I did our little zigzag stitching on there, and you can even see, Kelly did most of them, you can see the threads actually hanging. It already had the markings, but we went ahead and stitched across there anyway to make it even more authentic.
I think that's a great touch. I really like that. And for people that like that look of stitching but don't like to do the stitching, what a
It's
great
done for
project to
you.
do, right?
Yes,
Exactly.
and then we have another Craft Along with Teresa coming up on June 24th. And she does have the watercolor panels that you can purchase ahead of time. And then you can also craft along with Teresa. These are the things that you will need, and that's on June 24th.
And I just love I love the star one especially.
Yeah,
Red,
the
white,
moo.
and
Everybody
blue. How
loves
cute is that? Red,
everybody
white, and
loves
blue.
the cow. And you can get a panel, one panel for $1.29.
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to take a little field trip,
We
Peggy.
are.
Yes,
we
we
are.
are.
To one of
Okay.
my favorite designers.
Yes, we'll go this way because I'm going to take you across the front
Oh, yes.
of the store where we have the new, it's called Summer Porch Collection.
By 49 and Market.
Yes, and look at the colors.
Look at the bag.
Oh, isn't that bag
For all
just
you
darling?
gardeners, and if you love red geraniums, this is for
Yes.
you. And only with the bag exclusively you get the enamel dots.
The enamel dots, yes. But
Yes.
I'm just going to pan down
So
to show
pretty.
you the colors of that line. And I think I just like it because it says front porch. Very cool. So look at this ephemera. I just want to open that up. Wow. Okay,
Yes,
we're
so
moving
pretty, so
on to
pretty.
Vicki Booten. Okay, you have seen some of the papers already. I'll just kind of
show this
pan
one
down.
again.
Look at
The
that piece of
acetate.
acetate. I'm going to turn this way so we're not looking
okay.
right out the window.
Yeah.
Okay.
The acetate. Look at that. The gold flecks in there. So
Yeah. And then I'm just going to pan down because they have shown most of this paper already. But look at the bright, bright colors that she's known for. This is called Bold and Bright. So we have a lot of individual papers, and the back sides are just as nice. But we're here to show you the extra
yeah, all the extra
stuff
things.
that comes with it. So
So
take
many
it away, Peggy.
fun things. So, ephemera packages, always a favorite of mine. I love the ephemera. And look at all the different pieces you get in here. So many different themes and fun.
Oh, you get
There's
film
vellum
strips.
pieces. There's, regular die cut pieces. Great bright colors for summer.
Kay wants to know, how would you use that acetate, Peggy?
This acetate?
Yeah.
I think it would go great if you're going to do, like I did the snow globe. If you a shaker, anything like a shaker type of thing, put like little gold sequins inside the shaker would be great. You could do that along a border if you want to do that. I think this would be great backed on a hoop. I think this
Oh,
would make a
wow,
fun backing
yes.
on a hoop. Card fronts, I think this would be wonderful. If you have, if you want, you can put make a little booklet on your page and put your journaling underneath it. I
love
think there's
that.
a lot of different
Peggy,
ways
you
to
did
use
great
it.
for me putting you on
some
the spot
versatile
there.
things. So yeah, anytime you can see through it, I think it's kind of a nice thing. If you have something that you don't want to be real obvious on your page, like if you want the journaling but you don't want it to be real obvious, or it's kind of private or something like that, but you do want to include it, having something like this just to cover a little bit
Very
of it
cool.
is a great way to use it. The next thing, the washi tape. Look at these fun washi tapes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8 different washi tapes
Look at the
on
paint
there.
splots.
I know. I'm loving those blue daisies. There's a
Yes.
paper that matches that
There
too,
is.
and that is just so fun. And look at the pencils. For anybody well, we're all artists, but if you can draw, which I can't, what a great fun tape to use
She
on
just
that.
knows how to put those bright colors
Yeah.
together.
She does. They just always flow. And then the sticker book, and her stickers are really nice. They have a nice weight to them. You get a nice variety of stickers in her sticker book. I like that cool cat. We're all kind of cool cats, I think. I mean, we're scrapbookers. We're cool, right? And I like how she combines the black and white too with the bright colors. And look at that. If you are a Roy G. Biv kind of person,
Rebecca
this is
says
good.
that it says the summer porch is out of stock online.
Oh,
Katie,
Katie.
you want to check on the summer porch? She says it's showing as out of stock online. That she just said summer porch.
So yeah, I mean, she combines the bright colors with, you know, black and white, which I think is great for setting off the bright colors. And look at Roy G. Biv right at our fingertips here. And then,
Wow.
you know, so many fun things. Loving that one. Puffy sticker fans, and if you like butterflies, which maybe after today's demo you might like them more, because I kind of fell in love with them in our demo today. But fun butterflies with lots of little small word phrases. Those are great for clusters. And Maggie, you're going to have to explain this one. This is a charm.
It's a charm
And it's a
that's
new
actually
product.
like a staple. It's called a charm staple. And I'm just going to kind of show the sides. I'm going to go from this direction. So can you see those little prongs on there? Now you could punch them yourself and apply them to a page or to a layout. But there is also a little tool that's called a We Are Makers Charm Stapler. And you can actually, it's coming in
Next week, I
soon.
thought. Maybe.
And that helps you set those little staples. So it's kind of like a little stapler. And these are kind of like little staples.
And the stapler almost looks like a punch. Kind of in that shape. I think that.
So they're kind of cool. That would be just fun.
What a
to
fun
just
addition to a
add.
page that would be. Okay. Then we have the die cut frames, and this is all neutral colors, black, white, a little bit of brown in there, which I think is a great way to set off, like I said, you know, those brighter colors in the line. Happy times, I kind of like that as a word. You get some nice little border pieces, stars, hearts, those are kind of cool. I like those.
Summer Porch is not online because they're missing 2 boxes. So hopefully they're going to come soon during the video and then we can post it up.
Oh, that's right. She did say that. Okay, Summer Porch is not online because we're still waiting on 2 boxes that we are hoping are coming in like ASAP.
Yes.
So as soon as those come in, the whole line will be on. Okay.
All right, these are the papery packs. So in this, what do you get? You usually get quite a number of them. 200 pieces in here. Each of the pieces, I think you get 2 of each of the pieces that are in here. And these are a little bit lighter weight. They're not quite as heavy weight as what the die cuts would be. They're more like a collage paper, but they're really fun to use. I was watching Vicki a couple weeks ago when she was introducing this line on her YouTube channel, and she was talking about this, and she said that this is one of her favorite products.
Nice.
So she really likes this. And again, you get some black and white pieces, but you primarily get bright, fun, colorful pieces. So I like the flowers. I like, you know, I mean, it's just very whimsical. It's very cute. I like that.
Sorry about that Summer Porch. I walked by it and was so excited about it that
Yeah.
I had to show you, but it was just a little teaser until that comes in.
Okay, this is the specialty ephemera. You get 45 pieces in this. These are a little bit bigger than the earlier ephemera package that we showed, and mostly florals in here, but again, black and whites with those mixed with those bright colors. You get 15 acetate pieces and 15 vellum pieces in here, and then to round out that 15, you get 15 regular die cut ones. So
Nice.
so you get a nice variety of things. I mean, those are really
She
great
does
for
a nice
layering
job of
too.
putting them all together.
She
doesn't
really
she?
does. She really does. And then we have one more ephemera package down here. This is the 56-piece ephemera package, and this basically has a lot of words. So like titles, file tabs are in here, just some fun little pieces that you can use to add some words or, you know, whatever you want to do with your page. So again, I like that. I
And
have a
it
kid
shows on
laughing.
the
This cracks
back
me
here.
up.
Look at the
Stories to
back.
tell, having fun. These are the best days.
You get all that for $5.99.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Right? I like that. And then we have her foam stickers. She's got 3 sets of foam stickers. The first set is foam thickers. So the first set is a lot of embellishment type pieces. So you get a lot of, I think her dog is maybe on one of these, I can't remember. But you get a lot of different stickers, foam stickers. So a great way to add dimension without having to use dimensional tape. These give you that dimension. So again, these are a little bit more on the pastel-y line, but
With a little bit of gold mixed in.
yeah, I like that break dance right at the top. That's kind of fun. That's a fun thing. And then these are her just words. And I think these work great for titles. Her Christmas line, I used these on a hoop when they came out. So these, and I like how she mixes up the font in here too, because I think when you have different fonts on a title, it just makes it a little more interesting. So that's kind of fun. And then we have just the alphabet stickers, and we have a lot of people that come in looking for alphabet stickers. These are the thickers. I like the different patterns on them and the variety of the number of letters you get of each letter. And then you get the numbers too, and punctuation marks, which is always nice.
And the hashtag. A lot
Yep.
of people like using that hashtag.
Yeah, so that's a fun one too. I like that. And then we do have just her regular stickers as well. Right here, I think. Yep.
I do
So
like
really
that gold
fun.
mixed in there.
I do too.
There's the little doggy.
Mm-hmm. Gotta have the dog. And then there's a unicorn in there too. So fun stuff.
Very cute.
And I love it when they include cameras.
Yeah, I do too.
I love when they include the cameras. And look at, there's the flowers that match the acetate
go.
piece. So you can have that to match all of that stuff too. So that is all. Oh, nope, I got one more. We got
It
clips.
just keeps coming and coming.
It just keeps coming. And there's more. And these clips, they're like, you can put them at the top of a photo or on the edge of a journal box or, top of a layer or a tag or something like that. Really cute stuff. I like, the butterflies. I like the words on some of them. There's the back of it. You can kind of see.
So they're actually die cut clips.
Yeah.
Okay.
Paper clips. So I think we got all of it now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Looks like we're ready for you, Peggy.
All right. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll go back and Peggy will share with us all her beautiful products here that she has created.
All righty. Time for Linen Market and Summer Snapshot.
Okay, I'm just going to once again pan. This is the Linen Market.
Yeah.
With
I love
its
the blues and the
yellows
reds
and
and the yellows. I
blues.
think those are
Yes.
so pretty, so pretty.
And then over here is Summer Snapshot, which has a little bit more of the teals and oranges.
Yep.
And she's going to show us,
A few different things.
yes, the All-in Create die that we showed today. How big is that
Oh,
square
gosh.
doily
The square doily. Ooh.
that we showed?
Let's grab the ruler and we'll measure it.
Okay, while she's doing that, we're just going to get up close and personal here with,
I don't know, is this the actual size on it? It says the largest is 12.5 centimeters by 16.3 centimeters. So, I don't know, I don't want to, can we open it? Pull it out. Okay, you guys, I'm doing this with surgical precision. Maybe.
okay, looks like she's trying to get that open so we can check it out.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because we
Oh.
don't know. We don't
It's
know
really
about those
quite
centimeters.
Really
Oh, yeah.
Quite big.
It almost
So-
looks like at least a 4x6.
Oh, yeah. If I go side to side. So the inside opening is right at 4. So it goes to about 4 3/4, a little over that. And it'll go down to not quite 6, maybe
So it
5
would-
1/4.
It would hold a 4x6 photo.
to just over a 6, yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for doing
That's
that.
a nice size. Wow, I didn't expect it to be quite that big.
Okay, Peggy.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Maybe I'm going to put this back here for now. Okay, so summer snapshot and linen market today. We'll get started. When summer snapshot came out, I was just very intrigued with it. I love the bright colors in the line. I had seen a few samples that that the Simple Stories design team had done, and I kind of took a little bit from that when creating these layouts. They're just a lot of fun. The first one I did, I'm going to start with this one right here. And this is one that Simple Stories, with this line, they came out with a package called Polaroid Bits. And I was really intrigued with these because, you know, if you grew up when I did, Polaroid cameras were really popular when I was in my teens. So that is always something that kind of, you know, drew me to it. I mean, it first made me, you know, love taking pictures because you get that instant gratification with the Polaroid. And then, but I kind of wondered, how am I going to use these on a layout? What am I going to do to use these? And then I saw one of their design team members posted a layout, which was kind of similar to this, where they took the Polaroid bits and they laid them out. And so across the page here, let me pull it back a little bit so I can see. Across the page here, this part is built all with the Polaroid bits. And what I did with that was I kind of went through the package, and these come in 2 different sizes. So you get, you know, the larger ones, and then you get some that are a little more narrow. And this isn't Wednesday, but we're dumping anyway, so everybody can see these. And, you know, there's a lot of different themes with these, and I knew that I wasn't going to use all of the themes that came with, that came in it. And so I kind of went through and I decided which ones am I going to use, which ones am I likely not going to use. And the ones that I would likely not use are the ones that you can see my pictures on. So my pictures are covering some of those up.
So you just covered them
yeah,
up.
I just covered them up.
Great idea.
So that they worked out as my photo mat, and I just covered them up. So you can see this one is right here. And then I just kind of built from there. So, you know, I just lined them up side. And I did alternate. So I went big and narrow, and big and narrow. And kind of took them at an angle across my page as well, just to give it a little more visual interest. But these are the little pieces that you get, which, I mean, it covers all of your summer activities. But what I did to do this is I
just want to pick them up and go like this.
I know it.
Shake them.
Right, right. I know it. I was going to grab. So, like, to build this page, you just take, you know, your paper, whatever your background paper is, and then you just start and you kind of put it at an angle. And I actually did take a ruler and drew a line so that I make sure that I could keep things straight. But I just kind of decided where I wanted to put things, and then I just laid them all down on here, and I alternated. Like, this is one I probably won't use because I will never ride a scooter because I'm likely to fall off of one. So I thought, well, that would be one that I could cover up with the photo, so put that there. And then I just kind of, you know, kept going. I knew this was going to be a beach one, so let's put the seagulls in there across here. And I was okay that it came off the edge of my paper because I was just going to trim that off. I didn't have a problem with that. And so just, you know, lay these across here. And my photos are about, I think they're like 2.5 by 2.5 is what they ended up being as I came across on here. But I mean, it fits quite nicely on here as you do it. Slide that over just a little bit. And I did 2 rows of them. So you kind of get the idea of how I did it. And then the ones that, you know, I took my 2 by 2 or 2.5 by 2.5 photo and just laid it on here and laid it on here. So I'd have these other pieces, you know, showing, and then, but I would still use all the pieces in the package. So that was how I utilized these Polaroid bits, and I thought that was really a lot of fun. I just thought these gave great,
so fun.
yeah, I mean, they just have so many, different fun themes. And if you didn't want to use them like that, you could certainly line up a photo. You can put a 4x4 photo and a 4x4 photo, and maybe put something like this there, and then journal below it or something like that. I mean, these work out really well. They're a nice, fun little embellishment to use on your page. So,
And those are called
Polaroid bits.
Polaroid bits.
And you get 22 in the package. So
22,
yeah.
and those are all the ones you get, which you saw.
Yeah.
And those are $5.49.
Right, and I used a lot of them in that
Yes,
layout.
you did.
So that layout that's how I started the base of the layout. And then I also have found I've got a newfound love of rub-ons. And 49
wonder
Market
how you
has
did that.
has great rub-ons. Simple Stories, they have great rub-ons as well. And so I use them on this layout.
So this
with,
just
yep.
started out as just the white color vibe cardstock, didn't it?
Yes,
You can see the.
Yep, it's the
and
white
did you
cardstock.
cut the white down then?
I did. It's cut down to 11.5 by 11.5.
Okay.
And then I just used, I think the Sunshine is the back one. So just a matter, because you guys, as you've watched me, you know that I do that a lot. I frame things up a lot on here.
Well, and we forget how nice white can be.
Right? I mean, I think especially with summer layouts, because many times our summer activities, our summer things are full of bright colors. I mean, when you're talking like flowers from our garden or picnics, or the way our kids are dressed during the summer, they're usually very bright. Swimming suits are usually pretty bright. The water is a pretty blue. So I think, and grass is a great green, and the trees and things, the sky is a beautiful blue too. So I think, by putting things on a white background, you're able to pop a lot of those colors out and really bring that happiness and things
that's
to
where
it.
the clean and simple.
Yes.
That's what I like about clean and simple.
Yeah,
anything.
just that white space in
Yes.
there. So the next thing I did was I had to decide, what I was going to do for my title. Well, first I did to border the Polaroid bits. I cut 1/4-inch strips of the stripe paper from the collection, and I actually had to kind of piece it together. So I had to be very careful about where I put embellishments, so that I could kind of extend it out a little bit further, so you can't really see where I kind of pieced it together, because it was just a tidbit shy of going all the way across, because it was at an angle. It would have worked fine if I went like to the edge of my white paper, but I wanted to come all the way across to the outside
I never would have
edge.
guessed that was pieced.
So it's kind of pieced together. You just have to be careful where your stripes are and match those up, and then you don't see it so much. But you do have to kind of piece it together to go all the way across, especially if you're going at the angle. If you're going straight across, it's going to work just fine. But the angles just takes, that maybe 1/4 inch more that you have to add to it. And so then I decided I wanted to put my title down here. I wanted a big title down here. I used one of the die cut bits from the ephemera package, from the summer snapshot bits and pieces. I took some of these die cut pieces and I laid them here and popped them up, kind of popped up here to cover up a little bit of the Polaroid bit, just to give a little bit of interest, for viewing, just kind of add into those.
Gives a little dimension.
Yeah, give it some dimension in the Polaroid bits. I thought it was kind of fun. And then I took the rub-ons, and like I said, I have developed a newfound love for these rub-ons. I used so much of this package when I was doing these layouts. And so here, the word summer, you see, is down here. But I thought that was going to be too plain down there. So I took these waves right here, and I kind of cut it in half this way, so that some of the waves were here, and then the other half of the waves were there. So I could lengthen those waves out to go the whole width of the word summer.
I didn't
So
even
I put
notice those waves.
So I put the waves in there first, just for texture, because I'm kind of a textural person, and then I then over the top of the waves, I rubbed on the word summer. And so I thought that really worked out well. And then the word memories on here too.
You get a lot on those rub-ons.
You do. And even this right here, see, I went a little crazy. Well, I guess those aren't the rub-ons, but these are from the ephemera pack, but you get them in the rub-ons too.
At first I thought that those were rub-ons too.
Yeah.
But
they're part of the,
but you certainly could have.
but the words are rub-ons right here. These are,
Yes, I
this
saw
is a
that.
rub-on
That's
there.
really cute.
And then I know I thought I used one of the flowers as a rub-on. That might be on one of the other layouts. But, so yeah, just to add a little bit of extra in here with that, again with the die cuts there. Some of them might have come from the page pieces. I think the big one came from the page pieces in there, which I really liked. I kind of combined all of them.
Peggy, do the
Mix and
rub-ons
match.
come in the other Simple Stories collections?
Yes, because you're going to see them in Linen Market too. I'll
Okay.
show you those. Yes, they do. They come. I know that is it Wildflower? Is that the other vintage one? That
Meadow.
Meadowflower. They have rub-ons that are really pretty. They started doing them, I think, last year when
I was
that
gonna say,
strawberry
just in
one,
the
that
last
Strawberry
year.
Fields one, or strawberry whatever that one was. I think they started doing it with that, and they've used them with a lot of their Christmas lines, their fall line. I know they had that in there. So yes, they've been coming out with rub-ons with all of their lines, and they're just they do a nice job. They're easy to rub on. They come off really, really well. They're just very smooth, and I enjoy using them. And I really liked how that word summer was so big and bright, and I just
thought
thought
it was
it
part of the
fit in
paper.
there. So I just thought it fit in there so well. And then the die cut, the ephemera pieces that I just kind of popped up to kind of frame that.
And it looks like you put in a couple brads.
I did the adhesive brads. Another thing that I've been using a lot of lately, and I think we all kind of go into spurts where we get hooked on like a certain product and we use that a whole lot, and then we forget about it for a while. And then it's like, and then you see some again and you think, oh, why am I not using that? And it's like, and I was kind of there. I thought, why am I not using those? Because look at the cute little, I went a little crazy here with them.
Yes, but it
with
all
a little
works.
camera, I put that like
Yes.
right in the middle of that. And then this little heart is a rub-on too. I put that little heart in the
Made
middle of the
that
camera.
three-dimensional.
Yep.
I love it.
So yeah, and this was just a little piece of from the Snapshots. Yeah, the Snapshot, kind of the journal piece from the Snapshots that I just kind of layered a few things. This is from the sticker sheet. Put that in there. I'll get my journaling done here later. I just didn't have time to finish that up yet. But yeah, this is from the page pieces. But really a very quick and easy layout to do. You didn't have to cut anything extra because you just took, I just took the Polaroid bits and laid them on there. The only thing I really cut were the pictures on here, and then I just decorated it up. And that was really very easy. This is a great one that you could take to a crop and do and not have to worry about, any big equipment or anything like that. It's just very, very easy to use and
Very fun
to do. So yeah.
And I know that a lot of us who do some scrapbooking, we have a tendency to think that we've got to put 100 photos on a page.
Right.
When in all reality, pick out your 4 or 5 favorite and
Yes,
really do it up well.
Yeah. And these are even smaller pictures, but I still think it gives it a nice little punch.
Yeah, love it.
With it, there's enough there's a lot of embellishment going on in here, and you could certainly add more photos if you want, because just depending on how you put the Polaroid bits on there. You can certainly add as many photos as you want onto that. They're just like a billfold size photo that you put on there. So
good.
very fun, very easy. All right, let's go to this one next. This was one, again, this is one my inspiration started with one that I saw on the Simple Stories, by one of the Simple Stories design team members. And one of my goals this year is to do a little more stenciling, mixed media on my layouts. And so this one, I decided I was going to, I mean, can you resist
That
a
is
camera
really
stencil?
Cute.
And the great thing about this stencil from Simple Stories is that it doesn't have to just, you can use it for any line that you want. It doesn't have to just be with Summer Snapshot. It can go with anything you want.
Okay, you've sold me on that one already.
I
Look
love
at
this one.
that. And
I love this
okay,
one.
we're going to look at the colors.
Okay.
We've got Rusty Hinge, Fossilized Amber,
Oops, it goes this
Spiced
direction.
Marmalade, and Mustard Seed.
Yep. So I
look
started,
at that.
yeah. So I just kind of mixed the colors. What I did is I started with just like the single row of cameras here and kind of centered that on my page, laid that on there, and then I started with Mustard Seed, my lightest yellow.
Did you mask off the other two sides, the other
I
two
did.
rows?
I had paper behind this way so that I, wouldn't get it on things. I
Okay.
did mask it off all the way around, so that the only chance of ink getting on my page was through the cameras. I didn't want to, stencil and get something off on the side. So I just used that first row. I started with the Mustard Seed and kind of did the first camera, the top and the bottom with the Mustard Seed. And then I went to the Fossilized Amber, added a little bit of that to the bottom of the top one, the top to the bottom one, and kind of came up, into this next one. And then I went into the Spiced Marmalade. This orange is a great color, for this line, and kind of did, the next one. And then the Rusty Hinge is pretty much that middle one in there with a little bit of the Spiced Marmalade around the edges. So you can see how they're kind of all mixed in there. And I really like that look a lot. I like how it just kind of blends in there. And then on the other side, I just took the two rows of cameras and did the same thing, masked it off and just kind of centered it on there and followed the same pattern. Just the Mustard Seed, followed by the Fossilized Amber, followed by the Spiced Marmalade, followed by the Rusty Hinge. And I mean, when you look at Rusty Hinge and you look at this line, you don't really see brown anywhere, but this was just a great color to go on here, I think. I thought that orange worked really well with that. And I wanted to stencil more. That's one of my goals for this year, is to stencil on my pages more and utilize those
And
things.
I love cameras, and I did not see that stencil. And now that I've seen what you did with it, okay, you sold that to me.
You don't have to, you can do one or two cameras, or you can do a whole row of cameras, or you can do the whole sheet of cameras. You can, pick and choose. There's enough room in between the cameras that you can mask it off without losing part of the design, and I think that's really a nice part of that. I also went back to my adhesive brads. You'll see that I added some of those into the middles of the camera. For dimension and color, I just added those
Love
into the
it.
middle because, I don't know, I just liked how that kind of looked. So I just kind of added that in. The next thing I did was I took this stripe paper and I kind of measured how wide I wanted my my photo mat to be, which really wasn't a photo mat, but just the background of the page to put my photos on. And then I kind of tore the bottom edge of it just to give it a little bit of texture, because I love texture. And then I added my photos, and these are from last year. This is kind of our kickoff to summer. We had a little bit of a bonfire and s'mores last year on Memorial Day to kind of kick off summer, so that was kind of a fun activity for us. Again, I went with rub-ons right down here with the little saying, and this is one of the rub-ons. In the page pieces, you get these little cameras, which I think are a great touch to go with Summer Snapshot. I think that's one of the page pieces too. This is one of the page pieces, I believe, maybe. No, it's not. Where did it come from? Oh no, it came from the bigs. This was another new thing that Summer Snapshot came out with the bigs, and I really, really like these. These are really fun. I mean, it's a great way to do titles, because you get these bigger pieces on there. They're great for embellishment and a great way to do a title. And the camera also came with it. So that kind of popped that in there because, you know, we're talking about snapshots. We're carrying the camera theme through all of this. And then I just added some of the floral pieces from the sticker sheet. Those came from there. And I don't know if I have a sticker sheet out here. I thought I did. Maybe not. But that came from the sticker sheet, so that was kind of nice. And then this is rub-on over here too, with the rub-ons, to kind of add that. And then when I got to that, I thought, oh, it needs framed in. So I took a 1/4 inch strip of the striped paper and a 1/2 inch strip of the striped paper here. So I didn't make these the same width, because this was holding up a whole lot more than what this was. So I thought this needed to be a little bit thicker because it was holding up a lot more than what that was. But that is pretty much how that page came together. The stenciling, I think, is the most fun part of it. And like I said, you know, you just mix your 4 colors, and you can do them in like the blues and the greens too. I think those would be really pretty if you did the cameras and the blues and the blue and do a teal. Like if you have a water page, I think using, you know, the tones of the water would be really pretty using those cameras too. And
Even
just
if you
mixing
wanted
that.
to do a black and white, you could use black soot and hickory smoke.
Oh, yes.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Yes, that would be really pretty, wouldn't it? That would work like for a vintage page or
Yeah.
for, yeah.
Very
I think that
nice.
would be
I love
really,
it.
really fun. I like that one, that idea. That's a great idea. Okay, now we're going to go to this one. So again, summertime activities, and what is summer without going to the ice cream store, right? This is Black Cat Creamery. This is a mural on the wall at an ice cream store here in the Des Moines area. And my daughter and I took the little boys there just before school started last summer. And it was a really hot day that day. And but we got our ice cream, and it was really a lot of fun. We enjoyed the mural was just so much fun. On this one, I used the summer snapshot because I really did like that big word of snapshots, and I wanted to use the ice cream cone, the big ice cream cone.
Yeah.
I just really like that, so I wanted to use that, and then I wanted to add a couple of tags in there too because I think that just kind of gives a little bit of extra interest in there. You'll see I kind of layered, you know, 4 different pieces of the paper from the collection, and when I frame this in with the striped paper, you'll see the corners, you know, kind of come together so the colors match on the corners, and so it worked out really well. The stripes worked out great, so they were just the right measurements in there, so they all came together. But I liked how the stripe kind of pulled in all the colors from the mural too, without the black. But I think, you know, it just kind of brought all those colors together and mixed everything up. Again, you know, I went back with, you know, the rub-ons up here. This right here, these 2 words, this is something about ice cream.
Life is better with ice cream.
With ice cream, yep. That was actually on one of the cut-aparts, one of the 3x4 cut-aparts that I did. No, was it cut-apart? I think it might have been one of the cut-aparts that I just cut that out of. So because I just wanted to add those little words, and they were the right words to use, so I just kind of did that.
This is for your journaling up
That's
here?
for my journaling up there. I just haven't gotten that far yet. So, and I was also thinking, you know, over here on the ice cream, I could have used like the Posca pen to put a little bit of, you know, highlight in there too, and I may go back and do that yet. Same with this over here. But when I went to do my little clusters on each side, I was kind of looking through the different die cuts, you know, the ephemera pieces and the sticker sheet and things like that. And I thought, I want things that are cool treats. So that's why, you know, we do have the big ice cream because we're at an ice cream store, but I wanted the cool treats like lemonade tends to be that cooler treat, the popsicle. Same thing over here with the lemons and the popsicle. I wanted those cool treats to be in there. And of course, then, you know, the sunglasses for they're out in the sun. It's sunny and
Very
bright.
fun. What a fun page.
So that was kind of, and you'll also see on this one versus the other 2, my other 2 have a white background. We went, with that kind of corally, dark coral background on this one, and I think it really helps pop those pictures out too.
Love it.
So a little bit different on that one. All righty. We'll go to our next one here. We'll do this one. We're going to go to Linen Market
Okay,
next.
we're moving on to Linen Market.
Linen Market. And this was just such a pretty one. And I think, for our red, white, and blue theme for this week, this is a great line to be using. Red, white, blue with a little bit of yellow splashed in there. I'm going to slide over just a little bit. This one is just kind of a fun. I love his smile. I had those pictures of him, in that tie-dye shirt, and I thought Linen Market is going to be perfect for this. And so I just started pulling things out and figuring out what I wanted to do. I started off with the page pieces. Again, page pieces are just, I don't know that I can do layouts very often with Simple Story stuff without their page pieces because you get such great things to use on your page. I like that they give you ideas as well. I mean, this is great. You can use, the what are the things called? Teresa uses them all the time. The page templates. Yep, yes. The page. It says right there. But yeah, you get some great pieces in here that you can use on your layouts. I really like that. On this one, I started off. You'll never believe it, but I started off with this sheet of paper right here.
Oh.
And how pretty is that?
And you know what? It's always nice to know that if you like one part of the paper and you can't use the other part, you just cover it up.
Right? So I started off with
beautiful,
this.
Though.
I actually
Did you have a hard time covering it?
Well, I cut it.
Oh, you cut it?
I cut it
so you can
so
use
that
it.
I still have this big floral because the big floral is so pretty. But I cut it, and that became my base for my layout there. And then I went to the sticker sheet, and actually the tag sheet, and actually my tags that I have running down here are leftover tags from the banner that Teresa made to display at the front of the store. But you'll see that there are 5 tags going the length of the page. And so if you want to utilize this idea, you don't have to like cut them all apart and then figure out which ones are going to go where, what you want to use. You can just cut the strip all the way across, and you have all 5 of your tags, and you can lay them down there. So you just have to cut that strip apart.
Yeah, nice.
So you don't have to use individual tags. If you want to, you can, but they put these in a nice little order, to give you nice variation, pattern, color, along the row. So great way to use these tags, especially if you've only used like 1 or 2 tags and you're thinking, how else am I going to use this tag sheet? There's an idea for you. Just
and then you would just need to fussy cut the corners.
Yep.
Okay.
And it's easy to cut that V. You can do that. And so then the next piece I used was this one right here. And I had actually used this piece of paper when I made my birthday hat. And so I had it left over. And I had a lot of this part, the middle part, left over. And so I decided to use it here.
And then that's a rub-on, right?
And then the rub-ons. Like I said,
wow.
I have a new love for rub-ons. So right there.
So with all the beautiful papers you can use, but then you can still design your own paper pretty much.
And really, I mean, it's so pretty. I could have used, you could use this on there. You can, if you have a garden one, use that gardening, can down there. It's
I think
just
my favorite
so
is on the
pretty.
other side, the lemons in the bucket.
Here. Yes, aren't those pretty?
Just
and you
love
get
that.
die cuts in the ephemera package that have the lemons in a bucket too. So pretty. I just love that. I just thought that just added, it just kind of gave that edge a little bit of punch. And so then the title is done with the page pieces. You can't, go wrong with that. This ruler right here is from the sticker sheet. That comes from the sticker sheet.
Oh my.
On the bottom of the sticker sheet right there.
Love it.
And then I just cut like a thin strip of the red color vibe I had a little bit of this floral paper that's part of the line as well that I just cut a little strip of just to give the texture and pull the colors together from, you know, the tags and things like that. And I just liked how that kind of, like I said, pulled everything together. And then the rest of the title came from the chipboard sheet. Is that right? Yeah, good time. So when I was doing it and I saw that, you know, the word sunshine, I thought sunshine, sunshine. I'm looking at, you know, the different things. You know, sunshine makes me smile. That's in there. But I thought sunshine and good times. It kind of
Love it.
kind of rhymes. You know, it's kind of close to being a rhyme, and I just really like that. And then the ampersand, is that what that's
Yes,
called?
uh-huh.
That came out of the sticker book. So in the sticker book, you get a page of an alphabet page that is in the gingham check. And so look at all the beautiful stickers you get in that sticker book.
Oh my gosh.
So
Those
I mean,
hearts,
these florals are so pretty. And I mean, you get these florals, you get all these little word strips, you get the butterflies and things. It's just so many bright, beautiful things that you get within that that sticker sheet. And then down here, this I think came from. It came from the page pieces as well. And I just thought that just added a little bit more color, you know, to the bottom there. And then I used a few of the die cuts from the floral tidbits to kind of layer in there. And then I went a little crazy with the butterflies because I really like the butterflies and the flowers. I think those are nice. And then the again, the adhesive brads, I got a little crazy with those too. Tuck those in a little bit.
I love it on the tags.
You know,
Oh,
just
that-
kind of tuck
dang,
those
it
in.
makes me, I hadn't bought the
You're
brads.
gonna
and
have
now
to get
I
them
wanna
now.
buy 'em.
You know, I like
I got a lot of stuff from this collection. I didn't get those. And
I
now.
like the shine
Thanks,
of them.
Peggy.
You know, you're welcome. You're welcome. I do so enjoy being in a neighbor.
Uh-huh.
So I mean,
That's
I
super
do.
cute.
So
Because I always put ribbon, but those are adorable.
and then just, you know, a little bit of the floral tidbits here, you know, the ephemera, and then pop in, you know, the larger one in there to kind of set that off. Again, a little bit. I did some enamel dots up here. My journaling will go on there, enamel dots through there.
Very cute.
And like my photos here, I think those are 2.5 by 3.5 size photos, but you can make those bigger if you want. You can use a 4 by 6 across, you know, coming across there if you want. You can make them whatever size you want. And again, like, you know, you don't have to have this strip as wide as what I made it. If you have a bigger picture, you can narrow that in. You can kind of tuck the tags in a little bit further, or you can, you know, shorten this up a little bit too. If you have larger pictures to go on there. But I kind of like how the butterflies kind of fly up, but I think it's just a fun little summer thing. One of the things I really like about the linen market on the butterflies is that they use these flowers on the butterflies.
Yes.
I really liked that.
It's really pretty.
So I just think that just added, you know, some really nice dimension to it. And again, you know, one of the enamel or the adhesive brads tucked in there with the title. So, you know, I mean, you can use such a wide variety of products on the page. Again, I use the paper, I use the sticker sheet, I use the rub-ons, I use the, you know, the floral bits, I use the adhesive brads, the chipboard, the page pieces. I mean, you don't have to use all of that stuff, but boy, it's a lot of fun. When you get all of the stuff and use it, you know, and even from the sticker book too, it's just a lot of fun to use.
It's a great
these pieces.
page.
It's really a lot of fun, and I like the bright summery feel to it. I think that was just one of the really cool things about it.
What paper was that you used for the layout?
All came from Linen Market. So
Do you know the name
the
of
sheets
that
of
one?
paper that
Yeah.
we used, yep. This piece over here is Celebrate the Good Times. So it's got kind of the handkerchief and then that. That's this
The
piece right
base.
here. And then the tag sheet, so the tag elements. And I mean,
Gotta
look at
have the
how pretty
tags.
those are. So pretty. And if you get a chance to come into our store, you'll see a tag banner that Teresa
yeah.
made with these. And then this one is from the heart. And again, I cut off the big floral and just used the gingham part on my layout. I kept the big floral because I know I'm going to use it on
that for something else?
I think
Very
it's going to
good.
be really good on a hoop too. I
Oh,
should have thought
yeah.
about that last night. But yeah, so those are the things. So from the heart, the tag elements, and celebrate the good times are the 3 sheets of paper that I used on that. And then the sticker sheet and the red color vibe on there as well are the things that we used. And then I just, the base is the color vibe white on that. So that's how that one came together. So this is cut, the gingham is cut to 7 inches. So if that kind of gives you an idea of where it's at, 7 inches wide, 11 and a half long. So that's where that one starts. Alrighty.
Okay.
Now we're going to go to the final project of the
Love it.
demo today. Oopsie. And that's a hoop. I've had people ask me about doing another hoop. Someone asked if there's going to be a 4th of July hoop. I don't know if I'll get that far, but but I really wanted to use this linen market to do a hoop. And I started again, just with 10-inch hoop that we have here in the store. And we have quite a collection of those. So the 10-inch hoop is a great starting point. I just used white paint and painted just the front of the hoop is all I did, was just paint the front of the hoop with the white. You can kind of see that on there. Just the white. And then I took the washi tape and I used the red gingham washi tape around the outside of it. And then the little blue floral is on the inside. Can you see the little blue floral there?
Oh, so I have a question.
Yeah.
The red looks like it might be a little wider than
It
the
is too
hoop.
wide.
How did you handle that?
Okay, so when I put the red on, I lined it up with the front edge of the hoop. So the edge of the washi tape is lined up with the front edge of the hoop. So it was hanging off on this. It was too wide there. And then when I got it all the way around, I just started going like that with it. So you don't have to trim it off or anything. It just kind of lays down.
Makes a nice
Yeah.
finished edge then.
Right. Because then you don't see the raw edge if your paper isn't cut exact. And then, you cut your paper and you put your paper on there so you can't see that, you've just folded that over. So it's a good way to hide that. But yeah, so the washi tape, fold it over, and then the little blue is just the right width to go inside. That narrower one is the right width. So like the gold would be a good width to go inside and along with the blue. I could have used this floral along the outside edge too. I think that would have been really pretty as well.
Oh my gosh, but I love that red
So-
check.
So yeah, I mean, washi tape is so versatile. You can use it on so many different things. I really like it. Now, as I was kind of putting this together, and I kind of put it together last night while I was watching TV, and I don't know how many of you Bridgerton fans are out there, but I am a Bridgerton fan. Netflix, Bridgerton, love it. But you might be able to tell that I was maybe influenced a little bit by Bridgerton last night. with all the bright colors, with all the florals, with the butterflies. I just, as I was watching it, I was just, I don't know, that was kind of my influence as I was starting to put this page together. I started with the floral bits, floral bits. You get such beautiful floral clusters in here, and a few little summer bugs, a ladybug, a couple of bees, and things like that. But I just really like this. And again, you get a number of butterflies, and one of my favorite things about the butterflies are the flowers on the butterflies that are printed on there. I just think that's so pretty. I just love it.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even notice that.
Yep.
Yeah.
So right on there. And
Beautiful.
I tend to use those because I just really like them. And I really wanted my floral clusters to be primarily with the red, because I've used the red on the outside, a lot of this yellow paper, you know, has the red flower in it. That was where I was looking at for most of it. And so as I was kind of building these clusters along the sides, I really wanted to look for the larger pieces that have the red cluster on it. Now, I will say when you take, you know, like your floral bits or whatever, you put on your die cut that you put along the outside edge of your hoop, I did have to have 4 layers of foam dot on the back to pop this up and keep it in place.
I always call that just build a little tower.
Yep, you do. You just kind of do that, and that way it stays nice and flat. I did use the foam tape strips to put my butterflies on to give them a little bit of dimension on here as well. This piece right here comes from the sticker sheet, which I really love. I love, what is this thing called?
A viewfinder.
Viewfinder, thank you. I bought one for my grandson for his birthday last year, and I couldn't remember what it was called. He really liked it. But I really like that kind of design element. It has a flower printed on the inside of it, but I wanted to give dimension, so I added a die cut on there. I just kind of popped that up. Down here, this is one piece here, and then I just added a few other little pieces, that, you know, to put that in. I added a little ladybug there, a little heart there, and this is from the chipboard pieces. I really like that too. I thought that was a nice little add-on to that. The title itself comes from the foam stickers here. That's from the foam stickers, and this is from the page pieces, the blue skies. I like the, you know, it's a summertime hoop, so let's enjoy the sunshine and the blue skies. That's the best part about summer, the sunshine and the blue skies, just being outside and things like that. Again, you know, the cluster here with a little heart popped in there. This butterfly right here, this is, again, showing my love for rub-ons. There it is. I had to use it because I just thought it just fit in right there with the flowers and things like that. And then I just, you know, want those butterflies flying up. I just, you know, floating up. I just really like that. Added that. And then to top it all off, I took my rub-on sheet and, I took my little rub-on sheet and I looked at it to see where there might be like just splotches of color that I could use. And then I just rubbed them on.
I was wondering
Around
about
the edge.
that.
Just to kind of, you know, dirty, I don't want to say dirty it up because it's too pretty of a color to dirty up, but I just needed, I thought the white paint was just too stark on there. It needed something else on there. And so I thought the rub-ons would work really well. And I didn't want it to go all the way around because I thought that would be too much, but just to kind of come up from, you know, where the clusters are, I thought was good placement for the rub-ons. And it's just a little bit, you know, you just take your rub-on, take your rub-on piece and just kind of lay it on there and rub it and pull it off. It doesn't have to, it doesn't have to be exact, it doesn't have to be perfect. You just want a little bit of that color thrown in on there. So, so if you're looking to do a summer hoop, this Linen Market line is great.
Did I miss when you told about the epoxy?
Oh, these
Yes.
dots? Those are just the enamel dots that
Yes,
I just
enamel
added on.
dots.
Yep, just some of the enamel
We need
dots
to help
that
each
I
other
added on.
finishing
Right?
our words.
Or photo templates, the dots, and I did put those, you know, just to add. I added them into the middles of some of the flowers too. You don't really see that a lot, but I did add them onto the middles.
Jeannie
of a
was
few
wondering
flowers.
if there could possibly be a kit for the hoop.
I don't know. We'd have to talk to Kelly on that one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thought.
But yeah, it's what's on there is just the floral tidbits, a little bit of rub-on, white paint, washi tape, and just one sheet of paper is all you need. And it's this paper right there.
Okay.
And this
that
one is called Walking on Sunshine.
Okay, but you could use any
You can use
any line,
any
yes,
of the line.
or any of the papers.
I think there's one that's got some butterflies on the edges of it that I really, really liked, that I wanted to use. I just couldn't get it to work for me last night, so I ended up changing it out. But I do like this one, and I also think. I also think if I'd have been thinking, last night too, this would have been beautiful to put on the edge as well.
Gosh, yeah.
I think this would have been just
So many
beautiful to kind of fussy
possibilities.
cut on there.
Yes.
I think this would have been really pretty on
Love
there.
it.
So, I mean, so many things. I mean, this would have been really pretty, and then to add, your words or your butterflies, around this area. I might have to go home and do that yet.
There you go.
But I think that would be a really pretty, that would make a really pretty hoop as well. So many ideas.
Okay,
And,
so-
Linen Market has so many beautiful pieces. I really like, this is new from them this time, the sentiment bits.
You know,
And you
that
get-
comes in handy for a quick birthday
cards,
card.
yeah.
Yes.
And the one thing that I noticed with this that I really liked is, you get these bigger words, but then the smaller word pieces that come with it match the words. So like birthday, you get happy that you could put with birthday wishes. It's all right there. Friend, I miss you. Hey there, friend, I miss you. Or I miss you, friend. I mean, it goes, and the color kind of matches that. So I think
I love it.
that makes an easy way to do a card as well.
You could make a lot of fun cards with just that package. Yes,
absolutely.
I agree.
Absolutely. I really like that. That's a fun thing to use. But yeah, the Linen Market line is just so pretty. And the Nouveau drops that I have lined up here, the Dandelion Yellow, the Navy Blue, I think it's Midnight Blue, the Simply White or the Morning Dew, all will match in there really
Yes.
well.
And that Midnight Blue is one of my favorite
Yes.
blues. It goes really well for 4th of July.
Yep.
Patriotic. I do like
And
that.
it will even go with Summer Sunshine. There's some of that darker blue in here too.
Yeah.
So it'll go on that one too. So, but yeah, these
So
are
we've
both
got
just
Summer
really
Snapshots
fun lines.
line, and we've got the Linen Market line. Both just so much fun summer.
Yep. I mean, you can do so many fun layouts. The papers are so pretty. They just, I really like the floral of the Linen Market for your summer activities, your gardening things, just those. I mean, it even works for 4th of July because it's got the red and the blue and the white in it. And then the Summer Snapshot is just, for any kind of activity you're looking to cool down with. I think
Yes.
Summer Snapshot goes really well with that.
You just
So-
want me to go home, or you make me want to go home and do some summer layouts, Peggy.
Well, I want to
so-
go home and do another hoop now
I
because I laid
think
this
so.
on.
I think that's
I need to do
gorgeous.
that. So I think that's really pretty.
All right. Well, Peggy, thank
so-
you for sharing all of this
Yeah.
with us and
Yep.
kind of making us look at these two lines even more. And I love them. So thank you so much, and thanks to everybody for checking in with us today.
Yeah, enjoy
and
the sunshine today wherever you are.
yes.
And thank you for being here with us, and thanks for sharing our time with us.
All right. Thank you. Bye from Memory Bound.